As gun carriers, we are very aware of the multitude of manufacturers making and selling holsters for concealed carry. I've been on the fortunate side and I've had some really good ones. I've also been on the unfortunate side where the holsters I had were not that great. I think some people believe you just slap a couple pieces of Kydex together, throw a heat gun on it, and that's it. And a reputable manufacturer will tell you there's more to it than that. There's a lot of trial and error, a lot of R&D and testing, and also taking honest feedback from users. Now, Crazy Ice Holsters, full disclosure, sent me this holster for free to test and evaluate, and I've been wearing this thing for about a month now, so I've given it a fair shake. And I've got to tell you guys, it's going to be a favorable review. I can't find anything about it I dislike. From the very first time I looked at it, the one thing I liked when you get into these mag carry holsters, sometimes they're really big and they're cumbersome and they take up a lot of room. I like the footprint of this. Now, granted, it is for a Glock 26. It's for a small gun, but that doesn't matter because if you take a look compared to my hand size, the overall envelope, the overall footprint is just not very big. Very, very nicely done there. A lot of holsters I've seen without the mag caddy, they've got excess Kydex on both sides and huge, giant, guards, and they just don't take consideration on the size of these things. You know, if you wear them for a long 10, 11, 12-hour day. And speaking of that, I have worn this for a 12+ hour day against my bare skin. Now, typically when I wear a Kydex holster, as I usually use like a stealth gear holster for long-term carry against bare skin, if I carry a straight Kydex, I have a t-shirt on or some sort of fabric in between my cover garment and my skin. I know some people say, oh, it's just as comfortable Kydex as it is a hybrid, and you know what I would say to that is, then why don't you wear plastic shirts and shoes? Fabric, without a doubt, is more comfortable against bare skin over the long haul. But I wanted to give this thing a run, and I wanted to test for hot spots. And if you're not sure what a hot spot is, it's any protrusion on the back of a holster that's going to dig in to your hip, your lower abdomen, you know, somewhere in your stomach, and it can get really, really uncomfortable. This holster does not have hot spots. It conceals nicely, it retains perfectly, and it just looks good as well. And we're going to talk about all of that in just a second. If you look at the bend, I'm going to look straight down at the gun portion, okay? And then we'll look at it in the middle, and if you notice the bend, it's not just bent, the mag caddy, but it also has a little bit of a twist to it. And what that does is it helps keep the mag closer to your body with the gun here. And I'm going to show you guys, I've got a Glock 26, and it is unloaded. All right, we'll throw the 26 in it. Might as well show you retention, I guess, while we're here. Nice click. Now that doesn't always mean that it's got good retention, but in this case it absolutely does. Nice draw, and it is adjustable with this bolt, this screw right here. It's adjustable retention. We put the mag in it, and you can see the difference there. You see how this one's kind of offset. And I've had these before where the gun basically is at the same angle as the mag, and the mag tends to stick out a little bit here. So the bend of the holster absolutely helps hide that. Now this is a configuration I have been carrying this in for the most part. The Glock 26 with the flush fit 10 rounder and then the PMag 12 rounder. And the reason I like doing that is I shoot the 10 round magazine just fine. I don't shoot it any worse than I do with an extended or even my 19. As a matter of fact, I typically, out of the holster, I shoot it better, and I've got that on video. So why not carry something that's more concealable? Now, if you have to bump it up, and you want to go ahead and have more rounds in the gun, another option, and something I have tinkered with a little bit, if we go to maybe a more populated area or an area where, you know, threats might be multiple, I'll throw in the 12 round PMag and then throw in the 19, or you could always throw in a 17 mag. And that bumps your round count up. It's a little less concealable, but I'm going to show you guys in just a little bit just how concealable it is. And it doesn't matter if you have the flush fit or you have this set up. I will also show you the 19 mag in the gun there to simulate a Glock 19. And yes, they are all unloaded. The gun's unloaded, the mags are unloaded. There's nothing in those all. So to take a look at the components, pop the gun out of here, the mag. Raven concealment components with the clips. Raven concealment claw, which does an outstanding job pulling the butt of the gun back into your belly. All of this is handmade, guys. Crazy Eyes does not use CNC. Everything's hand drilled, and I want to tell you, the finish on this is second to none. I'm extremely impressed. Now my colors, by the way, tons of colors on their website. I will link their website down in the description below. But the carbon fiber gray, and I think it's EMT red. I can't remember. Maybe it's blood red. I don't know. But either way, it's just a really nice color combination that pops with the gray and the red. But the thing, just the footprint is small. It's very concealable. It retains well. It draws nicely. And there are 0 hot spots. Again, guys, the day that I wore it for that 12+ hour day, I went to the range. I was driving in the car for about 2.5 hours. I was bending, I was walking, I was moving around, and this thing was absolutely perfect. Now, against bare skin, was it as comfortable as maybe a hybrid? No. Obviously, a long day. It was against the skin. After a while, you start to, the gun is there, no doubt. But I wanted to test this thing with no t-shirt there to check hot spots. And I'm going to tell you guys, when you put a t-shirt on between your cover garment and your skin, you don't even know this thing is in the waistband. Now let's talk price. It's under 80 bucks, which for a sidecar type holster is absolutely awesome. And again, I will link in the description down below the website. You can go check out Crazy Eyes. But their customer service also, communication is absolutely awesome. I've had a great time communicating with them. Again, full disclosure, this was sent to me. I didn't pay for it, but I can tell you right now, I would have paid well more than what he sells these things for. All right. He also does have holsters without the mag caddy, so make sure you check out his website, guys. I'm extremely impressed from customer service to fit, finish, the way it conceals. I just have no complaints with it whatsoever. And I'm going to close this video out by showing you guys how it looks inside the waistband. Thanks for watching. So I've got the Crazy Eyes holster at appendix right now, and I'm going to show you guys the concealability. And I'm wearing a green shirt here that's not the best color for concealability. Obviously some kind of a pattern or a dark colored shirt like black or dark blue works better. Just normal XL size, so nothing out of the ordinary. Normal posture. I'm not sucking my gut in and trying to hide it. See right there with the 26. And the PMag spare that it's virtually undetectable. Now, there are other options also, and I'm going to show you those in just a second. I'll show you concealability with other mags in the gun. You can see how it pulls up against the body really nicely, extremely comfortable. No hot spots in the abdomen, over my hip, anywhere. It's just so solid and comfortable to wear. And these guns, again, are completely unloaded. And I'm going to show you the 26 with a 19 mag in it. And it'll kind of show you what a 19 would look like and how it would conceal. All right. So there you go. You don't have the whole butt of the gun, but you do have a magazine length. So you can see if you pull the shirt back, you can see the tip of the mag right there. But otherwise, it would conceal a 19 just fine. All right. Now another option is to carry something like a PMag or an extended Glock mag, the OEM, which will give you, that 12 rounds in the gun. And then you can always go with a 19 or 17 mag as a spare, all right? Obviously a little bit bigger, not quite as concealable, but still conceals just fine, even with that many rounds. So, extremely impressed with the concealability of the Crazy Eyes holsters, guys. Just one more positive attribute about the holster that I could go on about.